Even if you could control other people, places, and things, and even if you got what you wanted, even if everybody did what you wanted them to do, you would still be an emotional wreck. And you would still be in turmoil. Hi, I'm Patty, and I'm here to help you find those unloving, unconscious parts of you to help you become more kinder, more gentler, more loving, and more conscious so we can have a more conscious and loving world. So, what happens for me in my experience when I have tried to control people so that I could get them to do what I wanted instead of what they wanted, I was still miserable if they did it or even if they didn't do it. When I was married, my husband at the time was very controlling, and so was I. And so we were in this battle all the time of who could control who. So I would text him all the time and he would say nothing. He would reply with nothing. And that was our dynamic for years. I would demand that he be a certain way and he refused. And there was very few times where I actually got what I wanted. But if I did get what I wanted, it was only a temporary feeling. That controlling part of me was so unloving. And what I really needed to do was find the love inside of me and not use him to feel bad about myself. My controlling ways got me in so much trouble. And it has probably gotten you in trouble too. And usually that control comes up when we feel threatened, when we feel at ease, ill at ease, and when we don't have what we think we need to be okay. And I'm going to tell you that your controlling behavior is just so uncool and so unloving and so unconscious. So, what does control look like? For me, control looks like you have to be a certain way for me to be okay. And I will do what I can to make you that way. So, for example, people pleasing is my number way of manipulation and control. If I do everything right, number one, you won't yell at me. Number two, you will be kinder to me, maybe, but it's inauthentic. It really is. It's very controlling. And people feel that manipulation. People feel that inauthenticity. So, people pleasing, believe it or not, is one of the number one ways we control. The other way we control is by the silent treatment. If you don't do what I say, I'm just going to ignore you. How many of you done that? And does it get you what you want? And how do you feel when you finally get what you want? Nobody is going to want to do and be that way. When you start yelling and screaming at people, that's another form of manipulation and control. Thinking that if you yell at somebody, you are going to get your way. You're going to get what you want so you can be okay. So those forms of manipulation and control are not where you want to be. So where do you want to be? How do you want to show up in the world? So my favorite exercise, which I've shared with you a few times, is make 2 rows of 3 boxes. How I think, how I feel, and how I am acting. So what are you thinking when you are trying to people please? I'm not good enough. What are you feeling? I'm feeling desperate. I need to belong. How are you behaving? Like a small little girl who can't get her way. And then how do I want to think, feel, and act? And I want to think that everybody's doing the best they can and I can get what I need without control and manipulation. How do I feel? I feel great because I don't need anybody on the outside for me to feel good on the inside. And then how am I being? I'm being accepting. I'm loving life. And that's what I want you to do, to take into your world today. To think about and start observing yourself when you are in that control mode. So if you are people pleasing, if you are giving the silent treatment, if you are yelling at somebody, no matter what, you have a choice when you're observing yourself to be and show up differently. Today I'm reading from the language of letting go. And sometimes the gray days scare us. Those are the days when the old feelings come rushing back. We may feel needy, scared, ashamed, unable to care for ourselves. When this happens, it's hard to trust ourselves, others, the goodness of life, and the good intentions of our higher power. Problems seem overwhelming. The past seems senseless. The future bleak. We feel certain the things we want in life will never happen. In those moments, we may become convinced that the things and people outside of ourselves hold the keys to our happiness. That's when we may try to control people and situations to mask or numb our pain. Think about that. When these codependent crazies strike, others often began to negatively react to our controlling. When we're in a frenzied state, searching for happiness outside ourselves and looking to others to provide our peace and our stability, remember this: even if we could control things and people, even if we got what we wanted, we would still be ourselves. Our emotional state would still be in turmoil. People and things don't stop our pain or heal us. We learn that it is our job, and we can do it by using our resources, ourselves, our higher power, our support systems. And often after we become peaceful, trusting and accepting what we want comes to us with ease and naturalness. The sun begins to shine again. Isn't it funny and isn't it true how all change really does begin with us? And I can let go of things and people and my need to control today. I can deal with my feelings. I can get peaceful. I can get calm. I can get back on track and find the true key to happiness myself. I will remember that a gray day is just that, one gray day. And this reading was so powerful for me today, and it opened my eyes as I hope it opened to yours. Tell me in the comments below if this resonated with you and if there's something that I can help you with on this journey of recovering the beautiful self that you are, that you don't need to control other people, places, and things so that you can feel okay, that you can just let everything be and accept everything as it is, not the way you want it to be. And please share this with somebody who you know can use it, and subscribe and do all the things for the algorithm, because I'm all about sharing my message, this message that's a universal message, with everyone else. And I love you.